Habitat goes about doing our work is we rely very heavily on, obviously, contributions, but most importantly, we're looking for the contributions of property. And I'm going to invite someone to come up here with me. He's going to help tell this story, Bill Champagne. And he'll probably tell you that if you do something nice for Habitat, you automatically get pulled into a committee.
But it's been a great organization to work with, and I've been doing that for just a couple of months now. Just a brief story about one of my listings, and maybe some of you out here have a similar kind of situation. I had a listing on a vacant lot in Lisbon, low-tax Lisbon, desirable. The lot had problems. It was not an easy lot at all. I started out at $75,000, which is inexpensive for Lisbon. No interest. The price went down to $59,000, no interest. Went down to $39,000, no interest. So obviously it does have issues. And so finally I asked the owner if he would be interested in donating it to Habitat for Humanity. He said, yeah, sure. So, you know, this problem lot that nobody else was interested in, Habitat is interested in. They're presently going through the permitting process. And the couple of things I wanted to mention is, obviously, he's getting a charitable donation, so he's actually getting cash out of it. It's probably going to end up being about a quarter of what he would get if he actually could sell it on the open market, which he wasn't able to. And then I also worked out a relationship with him as far as the commission. You know, when the purchase price is zero, the commission usually is not a lot, and I'm altruistic and all that, but I said, let's work out a commission structure, and he said, okay, he's going to have to get it appraised to get his charitable donation, and how about, you know, the 6% commission that I was charging, 6% of the appraised value, whatever that ends up being. So I'm getting a little commission if this all works out, and Habitat's getting a lot for free. So think about any of your listings that are kind of tough, whether they're a vacant lot or an inexpensive house or an expensive multifamily. You never know, your seller might be in the position of being able to donate it to Habitat.
And he kind of does come to our site acquisition committee meetings. And one other realtor is working with us on a property in New London, and I kind of hooked him in too, but there's only so many seats left on the committee, right? So you might be safe. But we are very interested in, we'll look at vacant land because that's pretty affordable for us to build on. It's a lot easier for us to do new construction, but we're also looking at renovations. So if you know of a building in your neighborhood, or you know you're out traveling your route and you think of something, please let us know about it. We greatly appreciate the information. I do have a piece of paper that our accountant prepared, but it is not, it's only for information. We always encourage people who are interested in donating property or capital to go ahead and check with their own accountants or lawyers. We just did this so you could understand the tax law as it is today and the benefit a donor might realize in donating some property, and it depends on their income. So we gave you a couple of examples, and I have that, and I'll put it up at the table there for you to take on your way out if you're interested. Does anybody have any questions for me about Habitat and how it works? Yes?
Do you ever sell the property, or you always build on it?
Do we sell them vacant?
Yeah, when it's donated.
Not to my knowledge, no. It's because they don't happen too often, we tend to work very hard to make them buildable.
So that's rezoned to build on?
We work with different government agencies to try to get them zoned if they're not already. I will tell you honestly, we just finished building a public road, which cost a lot of money, and we're just doing a remediation project on 2 parcels, which will cost a lot of money. Probably we'd like something that doesn't cost a lot of money right now, but we would be grateful. We're in the process of trying to build 4 to 5 homes a year, or at least have homes available for 4 to 5 families each year, and that's a 100% increase from our history. We are a 21-year-old agency, and most of our 18 years of our history has been about 2 houses a year. and now we're up to 4. We're able to do that. We opened up a store in Salem. Everybody know about the store?
Yeah.
Yep, cool store. So that raised $200,000 for us in its first year of operation. So that's 2 houses right there. So in addition to our local work, we also do work around the world. 10% of our unrestricted funds that are donated to us, we send to Egypt and Guatemala directly. They don't go to Habitat International. There's no administrative fee taken out. And around the world, we've built 65 houses. And that's with $160,000. So this year, we're going to take 10% of our restore proceeds, or $20,000. We'll build 5 houses in Egypt and Guatemala with just that $20,000. So it's a great ambassador program. Any other questions for me about Habitat? We sure do hope you guys can keep your eyes and ears open for us, and appreciate any networking contacts or information you want to share with us. And thank you for your time this evening.